Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping in here. I appreciate you. And if you are brand new, right off the press, brand new Capricorn, never been to Ten of Cups Tarot before, welcome. And thank you so much for being here. If you are someone who always clicks here, thank you so much for doing that. I do appreciate you. I hope you'll all be in the comments. I'd love to see if you are new, if you'll be in the comments with us here. We like to sort of visit with each other a little bit. We're getting to know each other a little bit in the comments. All right, here we go. Let's talk about Capricorn. I'm kind of excited to do your reading, Capricorn, because you've just had a really great reading in the sneak peek for the week that just came out, and you've been doing so great with your healing journey, Capricorn. All right, let's take a look at it here. Tell me about Capricorn. We have reclaim your power. There it is. I don't know why I'm all invested in you now, Capricorn. I'm all invested now in you getting what is coming to you, all the great things that are finally coming to you. Magic works through you. It sure does. It sure does. And then we have the otter spirit. You are never alone. I love it. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck says the whale spirit. Trust the great mystery. Card number 65 is an 11, right? And the great mystery of, the universe is made of math, made of numbers, right? And I feel like when people don't understand, like people who don't understand angel numbers and things like that, don't understand that this universe is made from math. Like it's mathematically perfect. And so I want to say that when you see 11s, when you see 1s or 11s, I want to say that's the indication to you that things must be kept at some point, be kept a bit of a mystery in order for you to keep going. If we all knew what was going to happen and we could change it, we might do that. But I think that the mystery here is, the whale is known as the records keeper, right? And the whale is like, the whale has been living so long in the oceans and has the biggest brain and never forgets, and they have their own language they communicate with. It feels like it's all the oceans are still such a great mystery to us, right? And it brings wonder and awe as well. So let's take a look at this. I love this. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. And I want to say that you've been waiting in the shadows for so long, Capricorn, that it's time for you just to reveal yourself. And we have Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. I believe this is the season for you. Like this is the season for you to reclaim your power. 2024 is your year, Capricorn. We have card number 44. And so I feel like it's all about you getting your stability, you gaining your ground, you becoming the emperor, right? 4 is the number of the emperor. For you being in charge of things, you getting your sturdy, solid, grounded, no, you got to back up, bro. I'm in this now. I'm in charge. So it really feels like, the panther is so powerful, right? Reclaim your power. I really do believe that this year is the year of you reclaiming your power. 4 and 4 is 8. You might be seeing 4s as part of an angel number. We've got 4, 4, 4. So there are 3 4s here. 4s are about stability, right? They're about persistence as well, because the emperor is quite persistent. It's just about leadership and stability. And I feel like that's what 2024 is bringing for you. The scarab beetle, it says magic works through you. Card number 52 is a 7. The scarab beetle is a blessing when it shows up. And I want to say that in the Middle Eastern countries, in the Asian countries, when scarab beetles show up, sometimes, unfortunately, it's in a swarm. And although it's awful, it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be a blessing from the universe to tell you that you're going to be given all sorts of blessings. And so card number 7 to me as a 7 reader, as the 7s come up to me, they are about, it's about love and about the universe looking at you and making sure that you have all of your divine blessings. So it is divine timing. It is interventions. It's all of that. So magic works through you. I feel like you are a blessing to other people. As you're standing in your power here, Capricorn, you are becoming a blessing to other people. We have card number 42, which is a 6. It says the otter spirit. I love this picture because otters do that. I don't know if you know that they do. Some of you may not, but otters, because I'm in Canada, we have a lot of wildlife around where I am, and otters, they do carry their babies on their stomach. Like a mama, she'll turn over backwards and put her babies on her stomach. But otters also hold hands while they're floating around. It's really sweet. You are never alone. So I want to say that if you do feel alone, and this card might come up because maybe you do feel alone, I want to say that you aren't. That all you have to do is sit down and get into meditation or into prayer, and you will realize that there is someone inside you. That this thing we have here is just a covering. It's like the hard candy shell just to keep our soul safe. And so you aren't alone. You are not alone for sure. All right, let's get to some tarot. All right, Capricorn, tell me about you reclaiming your power. I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. I love it. Here we go. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about my Earth cousin. Taurus Sun, by the way. Tell me about Capricorn. We have the Queen of Cups. Reclaim your power. Look, I feel like you spent a lot of your time last year giving your love to other people, being compassionate and loving and kind and pouring your love and your psychic energy and all of that onto other people. I think that this is the year that you learn to keep a cup for yourself. It's time for you to turn inward and hold that love for yourself, reclaiming your power in the Queen of Cups, right? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, by the way. Reclaiming your power of love. And I don't think it's love for anyone else, Capricorn. I think it's love for the self. Tell me about the Scarab Beetle spirit. Magic works through you. I feel like you, when you're in this energy, I feel like you are a blessing to other people. We have the 3, there we are, to other people. The 3 of Cups, there it is. And so it feels like this is a year of celebration. I feel like that last year was a year that you were taking back your power, but you didn't quite know how. And as you crossed over the line into 2024, something happened. And I felt like back in earlier 2024, like around maybe when the winter began, so maybe September, October, November, that it was very kind of negative readings for you. It was like, get that person out of your life, Capricorn. What are you doing? Somebody's trying to take advantage of you. It was kind of readings like that. And I feel like you did finally take back your power, because we now are showing up at the 3 of Cups. Magic works through you, and you will, people will navigate to you, right? You're holding out a cup, and these people are in cups. You're calling in all the love. You're calling in what you are, because when you manifest, you don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are, right? So it doesn't matter what you ask the universe for, because if you're asking for something that's not on your vibration, you're not going to get it. And that's the truth. Why is my manifestation not showing up, Elsie? Because you're not on that vibration. So I feel now you are on the vibration of other people who are happy and celebrating and loving and kind. I feel like people, it's like it's threefold to your 1 cup. Tell me about the Otter Spirit. You are never alone. There we are. We have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is clarity. It is clarity that you're never alone. And some of you, I'm kind of a bit of an orphan in this world. I have 1 or 2 relatives, and that's about it. And maybe some of you are feeling that way, like you're standing alone, like the Ace of Swords. But I want to say that the clarity is coming in the week ahead. I feel the clarity is coming. Something's going to happen. I feel like it's a situation that's going to happen that's going to blow your mind. It's going to give you this great clarity. I had one of these aha moments last week, and they don't come very often, but when they do, they're powerful. I feel like you're in for some sort of a powerful, triumphant clarity. You're going to get an answer to something you've been asking about. That's what it feels like here. We do have the 5 of Cups. We have 2 in the back and 3 in the front here. It feels like the party's over, but I want you to remember you're in cups. There's 3 here and 1 here. There's 2 more here. I want to say 3, 4, 5, 6. That is soulmate energy. You're attracting soulmates, soulmate friends, soulmate lovers. I feel like you need to be a little patient with yourself, because I think this year is going to be full of realizations for you that are going to lead you to the 10 of Cups. Oh gosh, I think I have the hiccups. Forgive me if I'm hiccuping. Okay. Let's take one of these cards, and this is going to be for the end of the month, right? I like to read, sort of give you a peek at the week that's coming ahead. So this energy is for the week ahead, which is the 3rd week of February. And this is going to be for the last week of February here. What kind of energy do we have in the last week of February for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have regeneration. Look at that. Something is going to... something is growing and you don't know it. I want to say if something has burnt to the ground in your life recently, I want to say that there is a mustard seed there. There is something that I feel was nourished by the ashes. So there is regeneration, which can mean reconciliation. It can mean something's growing where it's barren, that you thought nothing would ever grow. It feels like there is... Card number 46 to me, it feels like there's a new beginning here, because 4 and 6 is 10, and then you break it down further to a 1, which is the beginning of something. Also, we have the Ace of the Ace of Swords here. We do have co-create. So you could be getting an opportunity to get some stability with somebody who wants you to maybe get in on some sort of a project. We do have transformation here, bird on a wire. We have a transformation here, and I feel like there is something that's ready to be birthed here. And I want to say that you've almost caught up to it. Yeah, co-create. Somebody might ask you to come in on a project. It's going to be a good thing. It's going to make you happy. So I'm going to say don't be afraid of it, but make sure you look over it really closely. Tell me about reclaiming your power. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Spirit, tell me about Capricorn reclaiming their power, please. We have the Chariot. Look, you're on the move. You're no longer stuck. You're on the move. You're moving toward victory in this balanced energy. When the Chariot shows up, it's because the masculine and feminine energies are balanced, and it feels like you're charging forward to some sort of victory. And it's going to happen quickly. It's going to happen quicker than you think. And because the Chariot is the fastest moving energy in the deck, the Chariot is also Cancer. So I want to say that Cancer is an energy that is very psychic. They're very intuitive, and so is the Queen. I want to say that whatever victories that are coming for you, it almost feels like when you get to the victory, you're like, I knew that was going to happen. It was in my intuition, in my gut. I knew it was going to happen here. You took back your power here because I feel like you're disconnecting from an energy that you didn't need. We do have three cups that are poured out here among the 8, so it's sort of separated into 5 cups and 3 cups. I want to say the party's over, or whatever relationship or whatever it was, 3 cups are poured out. I want to say you left it behind, because the Chariot here, I think you left it behind. We do have the 5 cups that are standing, which is a little bit of sadness or regret, maybe, that it didn't work out the way you wanted to. But look, you leave it in the past. Why? Because you have 3 full cups in the future. Like, the universe never leaves you out to dry, right? Capricorn never leaves you out to dry. I want to say that you could have pulled away from someone who is Capricorn, Scorpio, or Pisces. We are at a general reading, so it could be all 3. That possibly you could have emotionally pulled away from someone who maybe isn't any of those signs, but it feels like an emotional pullback is what it feels like. We've got the Ace of Cups, and I feel like the Ace of Cups is in the hand of the Queen. I feel like you took back your power, took back your love, took back your emotion, took back all of this emotion here, and now it's in the hands of you. Because I think someone here was like, like these cups are pushed over. They weren't even, their back is to these cups. They didn't even care if the cups were standing and whether they were full or not. So I feel like you've taken back your power by this Ace of Cups being in your own hand, my friend. I feel you've decided that you need to turn inward and love you. And it never was about whoever you've pulled away from here. You could have pulled away from a Cancer. It doesn't mean that you did. Tell me about the 3 of Cups. Magic works through you. I don't think you realize it, or maybe you do, that you are calling in all this beautiful stuff because you've had a shift in your vibration. There's been a major shift in your vibration. You decided to take your power back, my friend. And now all these beautiful things are coming at you at once. You might be meeting a new soul tribe here. Tell me about this 3 of Cups. We have the 8 of Swords. cards around. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Justice card. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. So it is because you've done a lot of work on yourself that you're going to get into this karmic balance energy. I feel like you come from a place of the Eight of Swords. I feel like this Eight of Swords energy comes in before you meet this group. And I feel like this group helps you find your balance. Helps you find your balance. And I feel like this is your karmic balance. I want to say you start getting invitations. You start going out and being more social, finding new friends and people who are like-minded like you. People who are compassionate and fun and kind, and people who are psychic and have psychic energy, and they're not scared to show it. I want to say this is all coming because of all the hard work you've done on yourself. It's all the self-mastery. You're calling in what you are. And that's ultimate manifestation. So I want to say that you go from being in the Eight of Swords to being in this balanced energy of justice. We've got Libra energy here. And then we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So I want to say that you really need to go over the details of this group. Really be discerning about who you are allowing in your life, because you've worked really hard on it, right? You've worked really hard on it. And in order to keep your balance without getting into the Eight of Swords again, I feel like you need to make sure that you are with the right people, doing the right things. Make sure they are people who are very bright and honest and chatty. And, Gemini, when it comes up, it comes, depending on where it comes up in the chart, can be very invigorating, very exciting. And I feel like that's the kind of energy that you are inviting in. People who are very chatty, ready to talk about really deep things, deep things in the Cups energy, right? Tell me about You Are Never Alone, the Ace of Swords. This is a realization that I feel you won't have until the week ahead. It's a realization that you're never alone, that there's always going to be somebody there for you. And I think that all of us probably worry about that. Are we going to be alone? Will I be alone forever? I don't think that you will. And that's sort of a realization that's coming in the week ahead. We've got the Seven of Cups. And so it does feel overwhelmingly emotional as you think about it, because I feel like you broke away from a relationship and it felt like it was a terrible, awful relationship. Whether that relationship was with a parent figure or a brother or a sister or a best friend or a lover. I feel like you broke away from something here, and it almost feels as though you're like, should I go back? Will there be regret? It feels like you're kind of, you're thinking about this next week, and it feels like it's, you're far enough removed from it that it almost feels like it never happened. Like it's almost like you forget the pain. It's like having a baby. You know it if you've had a baby, right? You have a baby and then you're like, I'm never going through that again. And then whoops, we're pregnant again. Like, it feels like you forget all the pain and everything that you had to go through to get that baby. It's all worth it, right? And I feel like with the Seven of Cups, it's sort of like the illusion of, oh, but maybe it will work. Maybe it could have worked. I think you're getting clarity on that next week, because I don't think the universe wants you to move backwards here. We have the Strength card. There we go. You're holding back. I like it. So you're holding back, and holding back from this Seven of Cups. I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of opportunities, emotional opportunities, meeting new people, like I said in the Three of Cups, being more social. And I feel like you need to be slow. I want to say that when I look at the Strength card, it feels like you have the ability to make friends with 100 people in the room, but maybe it's just one you start with. Hold yourself back. Make sure you don't give them all the information at once. Make sure that you tame the lion, right? Sometimes we can have a trauma dump, right? Sometimes we meet new people and we want to tell them everything about us and we want to hear everything about them. But I'm going to say that the Strength card is telling me that you should move slow and hold back just a little bit, so you don't get yourself into sort of a situation where you're feeling overwhelmed with cups. And then we have, the Knight. Somebody is showing up here, I feel, that is romantically interested in you. And so that's why we have You Are Not Alone. There is some sort of clarity. There is an aha moment or a realization that you'll have next week. And I feel like there is somebody that you meet while you're out being social, possibly one of these cups. This person does have a cup, and this person might tell you that they're fresh out of a relationship. So you might hold back from them because they're fresh out of a relationship. And I'm only saying that because 8 cups are showing up here and the 8 cups are over here. So I feel like you'll hold back because you've just pulled out of something yourself. So I feel like you'll hold back from this person just a little bit, but I feel like they want to get to know you with the Ace of Swords. They want to get to know you. They're a good conversationalist, somebody who's very cerebral, very intelligent, but also someone who is very gallant and kind of, if it's a masculine, someone who's very gallant and likes to open your door and things like that. If it's a feminine, it's someone who like brings you little special gifts or might touch you in a certain way, or it feels like that sort of energy. And those are clear signs that somebody is interested in you. Tell me what this regeneration is. There's something coming at the end of the month here that I think is growing already, a new beginning, and it could be with this person, but there's something coming here that could be a new beginning here that you don't see. Your romantic person could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, because you're showing up as water energy. They're attracted to your psychic energy. You might have water in part of your chart there, but it feels like with the Leo energy, it could be a Leo for sure. Or a Cancer, yeah. It does feel like it could be fire or water. Tell me about regeneration. What is growing, please? What is growing here for Capricorn? Somebody's coming out of hermit mode. It might be the King of Pentacles, and that is your natural match. You are the Queen of Pentacles, by the way, right? And so it feels like something is growing. Maybe something you thought burnt to the ground. Like maybe you thought this was your last relationship. I'm never getting into another relationship. No way am I doing that. I want to say for some of you, you could have released a Virgo. We do have the Hermit in the reverse, but I want to say that it feels like you are releasing whatever happened back there, whatever it was that brought you to your realization or your aha moment that it's time to move on. We do have the Six of Swords and the Hermit in the reverse. So it feels like you're coming out of hermit mode to have some movement, to move on, and that is a milestone for you. It feels like it's a milestone or an achievement. You're moving out of this timeline and you're passing through to another timeline where something is about to regenerate itself. And I want to say that you maybe burnt this to the ground and you thought it was gone and done, that you would never have another relationship. But I feel like the World card is telling me that maybe it's over, but there is something here that is about to begin, and it could be with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And that is the natural match for you because you are somebody who is the Capricorn, right? You are the Queen of Pentacles. So I want to say that this person, you're not going to trust them. You're not going to trust them at first, and you shouldn't. And it's going to become sort of very heavy. You think that this person is someone who is going to place more burdens on you. I don't think that's true. I think that what's being concealed from you is that this person is like you. They're very solid and grounded, dependable, somebody who doesn't need you, doesn't need your money. They're very, very well off in their own right. And that you two, I feel, would fit like a glove, like you're actually soulmate energies. So I feel like that you're dropping burdens, but you're still going to be a little bit cynical, and I think it's healthy to be a little bit cynical. We do have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. Here it comes. The beautiful stuff is coming. We do have change, complete change from where you were to where you're going to be. Whatever is growing here out of the ashes, I feel is something that is worth looking into. I think that this King of Pentacles might be someone that's worth looking into. The Wheel of Fortune, of course, is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy, moves forward very slowly, but is divine timing, and it also is fated changes. Things that are going on in your life, all of these changes are leading up to something that is already growing that you don't see. I'm going to go for now, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, and I'll be back because I am always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.